A very good afternoon to all our viewers, students, and parents. Today with us, we have a very special guest, Mr. R. Venkateshwara, who is the Director of Admissions at Sri Indu Group of Institutions, which is an autonomous institute under the UGC at Hyderabad. So, please welcome our today's guest on his thoughts of education, Mr. R. Venkateshwara. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. My name is Venkateshwar. I've been with Students Academicians with last 23 years. I've been working in this group for the last 6 months. In terms of my experience as a student, I'm the trainer. I've joined as a project leader. Then I worked with NIT University. Then I moved into Sri Indu Group of Institutions.
Okay, sir. As you said that you have such a vast experience so far working with so many educational institutes, and definitely you might have been one of the major polar supports of so many students who are successfully placed as of now. So, can you please give us a hint about the Sri Indu Group vision and mission of the college?
Sir. When you talk about the Sri Indu Group of Institutions, the vision is to be the premier institutions in engineering and technologies and management for competency and value and social conscience. That's a vision. When you talk about the mission, provides high quality education, training activities, research facilities, promote continuously industry and institutions interaction with students and employability, entrepreneurships, leaderships, and mostly the stakeholders. When you talk about the stakeholders of the students who go for higher education, that contributes to the economic and technical development of the region and the state and the nation. That's the vision which you are mentioning about, mission which you are looking at.
Yes.
As a Sri Indu Group of Institutions.
Okay, sir. Sir, as you just said that students are also one of the major stakeholders for any educational institution, and they play a very vital role in promoting the good name of the college. So, could you speak about our viewers regarding the founder and the chairman of this Sri Indu Group of Institutions?
The Sri Indu Group of Institutions actually founded in 1979. Who is an R. Venkatrao Garu, who is an MA BEd. He is also chairman of Lilo Model Educational Society. He was a dynamic, dedicated person to cause of education. He is visionary to impact quality education. And Best Teacher Award also he got it from Government of Andhra Pradesh in 1992 as a Best Teacher. And is a recipient Bharat Jyoti Award also from President of India. And he is also chairman of Laila International Schools, Doha, which is in Dubai. And that's what he is into education for the last so many years.
Okay, sir. So I think our viewers could get a very clear knowledge about the founders and the chairman of the educational group over here at Sri Indu. And at the same time, you mentioned that the respected chairman is a national awardee by the president and one of the best faculty awards in the state. So it definitely ensures that the number of students, those who are studying with Sri Indu College, are in safe hands. And at the same time, it also ensures that they have a good future ahead. So coming to my next question, Mr. Venkatesh sir, I would like to ask you some of the institutional achievements and a bit about the faculties, those who are teaching here.
Yes, the institution highlights we have it's an UGC programs which has been completed. It's an recognized by autonomous body. 3 times audit has been done. It has been accredited with the NBA and it has been accredited with the NAC. We are also these are the institutions highlight. Apart from this, they have got a skill development program with a task. They also have a minor research program which has been done with the UGC. There is a startup incubation clubs which is available. If you see the other classrooms, there is a clubs which is available. There are 18 clubs which runs in the campus, and that's one thing. And when you talk about the placement, the institution it has been ranked as 13th in top 25 private engineering colleges in Telangana state in 2019. That's an highlight if you wanted to talk about. That's a placement oriented college does it.
Okay, sir, so you well spoke about the extracurricular activities in which you and your team is trying your best effort to engage the students. You mentioned about 18 clubs and many student development cells that are present. So this definitely shows that an aggressive effort is made by Sri Indu's management, in order to shape the better future. And you also spoke about placements. Could you speak a few highlights about that also, so that our viewers can know, because we know that no college is complete without the placements.
Actually, the placement in Sri Indu group of institutions starts from the first day. If you talk about this, if you see in the pandemic situations also, once they're back in the college, we given a questionnaire. In this questionnaire, we've asked the students what is the core values, what is the strength, what is the weaknesses, where do you want to see after 10 years, what accomplished to be the proud of you. That's what we know from day one the training starts. When we are oriented, this is the thing we have done it from the orientation day itself. And when we have an exclusive programs from the third year onwards, dedicated training programs which we start this. When they come back in the fourth year, they come into placements. As of now, we have a 92% which has got a placement in last year. So we are trying to move to the next level of the placements we are monitored. If you see our placement side, that's what it is in Telangana topper with your top 25 college, we are in 12th position which was there. And if you talk, they are reputed companies where we look into. We have projects, especially in this group of institutions, we have two campuses. One is an autonomous campus, one is a JINDU campus. We call it as Sri Indu College of Engineering and Technology, Sri Indu Institute of Engineering and Technologies. For autonomous colleges, where we look into 6 months industry practice, where normally our student does the projects. If you talk about what difference between the other college and this college, when they do, we are asking the student to do the real-time projects. That's one thing. And once they done the project, they'll get a placement opportunity there itself, because they've got a 6 months experience. That's how they're moving to the 100% placement we are trying to achieve it. And we are trying to give a dedicated training programs, like company-specific training programs we are moving to. This year we got into 38 students who have been selected into CTS. And TCS we got a 98 students who got selected in TCS. Infosys, we are waiting for the drive which is happening. IBM, we got around 18 students has been selected in IBM. So we already got for 21, if you talk about the 21 placements, we already 60% of the placements have already done it currently. Remaining we are moving. And we are also looking for core companies, for example, mechanical company, which are there. We have brought the Supreme Industries and we have brought the Syntax. We are looking at Aparna Constructions, we are trying to get it. That's how we are trying to move into the core companies instead of getting only the IT scenarios, because we have non-tech jobs and tech jobs. But some of the students wanted to go for, and there are 30% that will go for an higher studies, 20 to 30% in between the range which is going for an higher studies, especially when you talk about these groups. And there are 5% to 10% they wanted to go for entrepreneurships. That's how we are running in this organization currently.
Okay, sir, thank you so much for the response. I think it was a very detailed response, especially when we talk about placements. But sir, at the same time, I would also like to ask another question. Previous year, we saw the effects of COVID-19 and the way it had brought problems both in the, say, the students' life as well as your management, the people who are handling it. So this time also we can see there have been speculations, there has been rise in the number of COVID cases, especially if I talk about Hyderabad. So you being Venkat sir, being the director of placements, are you prepared in hand, or have you thought of any plans so that despite this COVID thing, there is hassle-free transformation or communication between the management and the students?
Yes, we have already taken them, because if you see it, normally the trend has been changed. Because when you talk about the company placements, as you see from the gate to entrance, we have taken the COVID precautionary measurement already taken it, and we are taking the alternate days the classrooms which is happening, and some 50% only the student who's coming to the classroom, 50% they are attending the classes from now. That's the precautionary we have taken it. In terms of the placement also, morning one batch, there is an off-campus batch which is running it out. We have taken a big auditorium which is a 2000 capacity auditorium where we are conducting this drive, and distance maintenance we are doing it out. That's how we are moving it. And in terms of the placement, because majority of the placements which is happening, most of them are going to online. We are conducting the online only company specific trainings. We are conducting on Saturdays, Sundays, and evening hours also we are conducting it. We are not disturbing the schedule as per the COVID in terms of. And now the student has got habituated because of this everything they are searching on their own also the online jobs, where it is happening, what is happening, because the students also aware of this. Previously, they have not gone to the website, they have not got, now the IoT, Internet of the Things, which is running,
Yes.
everything is on online.
Yes, sir. So definitely, sir. This thing shows you are ready to go approach, especially at during this unanticipated and crucial times, wherein a lot of educational institutes think this off as an excuse, and they stay disconnected with the students for a longer period of time. So thank you, sir, for this. My next question would be, sir, what is the scope of self-learning? I think we have talked about all the factors regarding the college, but now I would like to ask you something about which is the scope of learning, self-learning.
Yeah, if you talk about the self-learning, we are running into, currently we are giving the assessment to the students actually. We are giving the seminars through online, because previously we used to get only little bit of very less number of people used to comment. Now they are getting the high number of people. Infosys director we have got it, NASCOM director we have got a seminars, so that the students are getting the assessment. And we are also giving the assessments to the students, they can do it from the home. Previously we never used to do it. On projects, especially the projects, they are doing the live projects at the home when they are doing it out. And we also in digital library, online journals they are publishing it out. Previously they used to publish it offline, they are running it on online. So we also have participated into national conferences which is happening out, lectures, PPT, web material. These are the self-learning which are going on. Paper presentations we are putting into from the second year onwards. The paper. If I talk about the research project, one of the students has brought into project, is doing the project actually. Now everybody is doing the sensors. I've been talking about the sensors we are doing it. He is doing the development. The vehicle comes in a particular distance. There is a vehicle which is running, the two vehicles are going in. There is a particular distance it goes, we are manually we are putting the horn. So we don't require to do the horn. So automatically it gets on. If the particular distance it comes, it automatically gives an horn automatically and gives you. That's a project one of the students is implementing. This is a first year student is doing it currently. So that's how the research lab projects we are doing it out in terms of the, and we also participated in national level technical seminars our student has participated in. But we are not, but participation is important. That's how we are trying to push the students also. That's the scope of self-learning which are running.
Okay. So I think there are many factors and ways by which you are trying your level best to engage the students other from the academic part, as you mentioned about various seminars, projects, and live things that the students, you are making them interested to getting themselves enrolled. So, sir, I think we had covered almost all the things. But last but not the least, I would like to ask you a question. That is there any message that you would like to give to the students, aspiring students out there who have just completed their higher secondary exams and are looking for an option to get into engineering, especially when it comes to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh?
See, especially when it comes to Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, I suggest, because after the class 12th, it is a decision who has to take it. It is not the parents or somebody has to take it. What is the interest level do you have it? Based on the interest level, you have to choose your career path. You should know where do you wanted to stand after 10 years. That's what I told in the first year students when I talk it. Where do you want it? What is the dream company you wanted to work? Aspirations. Tell your parents, I can't do this. I wanted to do the engineering mechanical. Look for a mechanical. Which organizations? List on it. Which are the opportunities you are having it out? 1 to 10 points. Which engineering college is actually good? What is my eligibility criteria? What is an entrance test which I have to move it? Based on that, approach that, get the seats available with. And now parents are also very supportive. Now engineering, the seats are coming down and you talk the trend which is happening it out. You may get in the right choice, right career, you get it. That's the message which I wanted to give. Don't depend on, if you are going to, for example, you want to do mechanical course, talk to your seniors, talk to your family members. What are the opportunities where you get it? If you don't have it, go to any engineering college, talk to 4th year students, 3rd year students. You are doing the engineering. What scope do you have it? I wanted to do. What are the opportunities which you get it? Talk to 2 to 3 people of the skills they have done the course. You will come to your knowledge. That's what I wanted. And take the dream companies to achieve it. Dream colleges you take it. And try to go into it. If you are not successful in one college, second opportunity, plan should be there available with you. And proceed in that way.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think that this is a very valuable piece of information that you have given to all the students out there who are aspiring to choose their career in the streams of engineering, or be it management, or be it pharmacy. I would also like to thank you on behalf of our entire College Dunya team to our esteemed guest of today on his thoughts of education, Mr. Venkat from Sri Indu Group of Institutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. Have a good day.